So when we talk about how to apply products, we've talked a lot about the Dosatron. This is the one in use by myself. This is how I apply the LRA. This Dosatron can apply products or the dilution ratio between 3 to 10%. It's the D25 RE10. And then this one, Bruno?
This one is for the coatings. It can go from 1 to, not mistaken, quickly see it, 640 up to 1 to 3000. So our coatings are 1 to 1000, and it's enough regarding flow and the dilution ratio. It's enough for our coatings. This one is able to reach 3 cubic meters per hour, which is enough for brushes on tractor, robots, and water-fed pools. So it was chosen specifically for the conditions of our coatings, and it's good for the coatings, but for the LRA you will need a different ratio. For the Solar Wash Protect, for example, you also need a separate one that is around 1 to 50. That Dosatron also has, and it's similar to this in the operation and setup.
The operation is quite easy as well. There's a flow arrow that you need to make sure that this is the input, this is the output. You put this in your container, the 5 kg, 20 kg container, and then it's just adjusting with this screw how much dilution ratio you actually need to have for best results.
Yeah, to assemble it's quite simple. You have the filter on the bottom with the small stainless steel mesh.
Never remove it or you void the warranty on the Dosatron.
Remove it?
Yeah, you can remove it, but don't do it because you'll void the warranty in case something happens with the Dosatron.
Yeah, for sure. The filter is not here, it's here to protect the Dosatron. The inside of the Dosatron is mostly made of plastic parts, so any impurities being sucked by either by the product or reaching the pump itself may cause damages. So you need to have in mind the recommendations from Dosatron for the filter mesh that you need. Also the water pressure and the water temperature, because they have specific limitations, like these are 40 degrees
40 degrees Celsius. So in case, like I do, you use heated osmosis, make sure your water temperature does not go above 40 degrees.
And regarding pressure, these are 6 bars, so beware of the water pressure pumps.
That's the same, by the way.
Yeah, they are the same. If you have a bigger higher pressure water pump, we advise the installation of a pressure reducer, or if you are able to, you can move the Dosatron closer to the robot, for example, and you will have pressure drop throughout the hose, and when it reaches the Dosatron is already lower. But as default, have a pressure regulator to be sure that you won't damage anything. And if you are working in heights, you need a check valve on the output to avoid the pressure from the water column to get back to the pump. Those are small stuff, but it's important to allow the pump to work properly. Besides that, it's quite simple, no electricity needed. It's all based on water pressure.
Very easy to use. Something else that I want to bring up is that I typically take this, especially when you use a boom lift, I attach this to my boom lift. I have water coming in the boom lift. I strap it around the cage of the boom lift. This is attached to the boom lift, to the cage. I have the containers with me. It's really handy if you're cleaning a rooftop, like a carport, etc. Yeah. And you have the bypass with you that you can turn it on.
Yeah, same as with the water fed pools. If you have it next to you, you can have easy access to the bypass, and you can choose when to have product and when to have clean water. So having it next to you in some cases can be interesting. On the case of the coatings, you will always be adding product to the water because it's the way that it's used. When you're talking about solar wash, for example, the LRA, having the bypass will allow you to choose when you want to rinse. So you just open the bypass,
Yep.
you get fresh water, and that's it. You have a strap in the back that will make it easier to strap it to the boom lifts and all that.
Yep.
It's a snap-on support.
And I
So-
just used
and
plastic straps
Yeah.
for that.
So it's really simple. They are light, easy to transport, and it's a very good solution for our chemicals. And we recommend it to our users to have it, especially if they are using a robot or a water-fed pool. And those are the scenarios where it makes more sense to use a Dosatron.
Very cost effective and a time saver.